Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball. Tonight in this IVC matchup, the Conotton Valley Rockets host the Strasburg Tigers. Tonight's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wayne Door, Wood Electric, Wendy's, Unified Insulation, and McInturf Realty. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome into Conotton Valley High School for today's high school softball matchup on Big Z Sports with the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets and Strasburg Lady Tigers. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joe Geckler along with Aaron Stump joining us here at Conotton Valley High School. What a beautiful facility, Stumpy, as we get a chance to call a great matchup. What some people are calling the district championship preview game for Division IV.
Well, it seems like every year we get these two teams together. They're exciting to watch during the regular season. They kind of have collision course to each other come playoff time. So this will be a really good test for both teams today. Again, I think this is the second delayed attempt we tried to get this game in.
This is the second matchup. The first matchup was a couple weeks ago up at Strasburg. Strasburg ended up winning 9-8. It was Macy Baker against Amelia Spidell, and that's what we'll have here today in the circle for both teams. And turned into be an offensive output for both teams last time out. We all went into it thinking, it's going to be 2-1, 1-0, 3-2 type of game, and it ended up being 9-8. So the weather conditions were a little different a few weeks ago. It was a little chillier, cloudy. The rain rolled in, and it got kind of gross by the end of the game. But today, beautiful sunshine. There's some clouds in the sky, but, man, you can see that blue sky. It's beautiful. It's pushing 60 degrees right now. And, Stumpy, we couldn't ask for a better day. Maybe a little tick warmer, but couldn't ask for a better day.
Hey, considering the season we've had to this point, this is beautiful.
I heard you were pretty cold last night, though.
Nick and I were a little chilling last night. Stiff breeze, no sun, and, again, like you said earlier, the sun's out. It's a beautiful day, beautiful complex here at Conotton Valley, and ready to play some exciting softball today.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break, come back. We'll be joined in the dugout by Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here with Claxon Communications. Back to Conotton Valley after this.
Athletes, good luck this season.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, the Lady Tigers are playing some really good softball over the last couple weeks. Overall, how do you feel your ladies are playing headed into the tournament run?
Oh, I think, finally getting games more than one or two a week has been really good for us, finally getting into somewhat of a rhythm and kind of seeing exactly what our team is. We're a little younger this year than what we have been in the past, so kind of finding out exactly where we stand and what we do, but we're playing real well right now and we want to keep that up.
Coach, your senior pitcher, Amelia Spidell, is coming off a perfect game and a no-hitter. First of all, as a coach, how do you think she'll be remembered as a Strasburg Lady Tiger? And second, put on the dad hat, and how proud of her accomplishments that she's had in her career?
Sure. I think she'll be remembered as a winner. 2 state titles will do that. She's a record holder even at the state level, striking out 18 in the championship game. And so I think she'll be remembered as a winner. She puts a lot of pressure on herself to succeed. And even this year, probably even more so than in the past. As far as a dad, I'm just so glad I got to coach her. She's been such a blessing and really looking forward to watching her go on and play in college and see how she does there.
Coach, the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets are your next challenge. What do you know about them? What do you expect from them here tonight?
Oh, we're very familiar with them. Play them at least usually 3 times a year, 2 during the season and meet in the tournaments. So, usually face them 3 times. And these girls have been playing each other all the way up through from a young age. I guess last game was a little bit of a surprise as the score was 9-8. Both pitchers seemed to struggle a little bit. I will be, and not that there's not good offensive players, but I will be surprised if the score is anything like that today. I'm expecting a 1-0, 2-1, something low scoring, and everybody trying to fight for that one run to get a win.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys for the Lady Tigers to knock off the Lady Rockets and continue to build momentum for that tournament run?
It's going to be the same thing just about every time, putting the ball in play offensively. Can't strike out. If, Macy has 16, 18 strikeouts, we're in for a long day. And then defensively, just limit the errors. Don't try not to have any, but, the game goes. You sometimes have 1 or 2 and then just limit it. And then kind of the same thing, just find a way to get that 1 extra run. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 run or 10 runs, as long as it's on our side, that's what we want. So.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck and have fun today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell joining me in the dugout, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the dugout by Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger right here with Big Z Sports.
The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Celebrating 20 years of excellence, Synergy Sign and Graphics proudly serves clients nationwide and beyond. For 2 decades, our passion for perfection has set us apart, earning us international acclaim. Join us in celebrating our legacy of innovation and artistry. Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge sign design and fabrication meets old-world craftsmanship.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors, Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust. Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, the Lady Rockets are on a very nice winning streak as of late. Talk to us about how you feel your team is playing headed into the final stretch of the regular season.
I think we finally found, our sweet spot on defense and where to put players. We did have one get hurt, so we had to reevaluate some things, but we've gotten a pretty solid defense, and the girls have been playing really hard. We had 8 games last week alone.
Coach, you haven't lost a game since you played Strasburg the last time up in Strasburg. Talk to us about your team and kind of how they found themselves after that tough loss 9-8 to the Tigers.
Well, we were right in the game until the 7th inning, and the girls really battled back, with the deficit we had early on in the game, but they just showed their resilience coming back and, taking care of the business at hand.
Coach, the Lady Tigers staying in your way today. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here today?
We've faced them enough over the years that, we pretty much know what we're going to see, what we're going to expect. The biggest thing is we have to play our softball game, and we can't let outside noise bother us, and we have to play solid defense.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys for the Lady Rockets to knock off the Lady Tigers and defend the home turf here today?
I believe that if we play solid defense and we're able to make contact with the ball, then that's the recipe to get the runs on the board that we need to end up on top.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck here today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger joining me in the dugout, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coming up next, the windy starting lineups and first pitch of the Lady Rockets and Lady Tigers right here with Big Z Sports.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season. The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Celebrating 20 years of excellence, Synergy Sign and Graphics proudly serves clients nationwide and beyond. For 2 decades, our passion for perfection has set us apart, earning us international acclaim. Join us in celebrating our legacy of innovation and artistry. Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge sign design and fabrication meets old-world craftsmanship.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler and Aaron Stump for our high school sports softball presentation. Thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Claxon Communications. We're in the middle of our Wood Electric pregame show, and you just heard from our coaches, our In the Dugout segments presented by Cush Financial Group. Now we're going to take a look at the Wendy's starting lineup first for the visiting Strasburg Lady Tigers. Number 19, Amelia Spidell, she's in the circle and batting leadoff today for the Tigers. Number 77, Riley Becker in center field, batting second. Batting third, number 16, Olivia Spidell, she's behind the plate. Batting fourth, number 9, Ella Gilkerson, she's at shortstop. Number 14, Miley Reifenschneider, she is at first base, batting fifth. Batting sixth, number 55, Ada Richards, she's at second base. Batting seventh, number 7, Addie Siblup, she's at third base. Batting eighth, number 6, Addie Sundheimer, she's in left field. And in right field, batting ninth, number 35, Raelle Watkins. Again, Spidell, Becker, Spidell, Gilkerson, Reifenschneider, Richards, Sibla, Sundheimer, and Watkins. take a look at the starting lineup for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. Number 7, Macy Baker. She's in the circle, batting leadoff today. Batting second, number 9, Braxton Nielsen. She's at shortstop. Number 15, Delaney Peters. She bats third at center field. Number 10, Maddie Kelly. She's at third base, batting cleanup. Number 5, batting fifth, number 12, Lila Williams. She's catching. Number 18, Katie Liggett. She's a designated player today, and she's batting sixth. Batting seventh, Jenica Frudig. She is wears number 6 and plays first base. Batting eighth, number 4, Miley Gallagher. She's in left field. And number 9, batting ninth, number 3, Ariana Spano. She's at second base. Your flex player today for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, number 5, Lily Booth. She'll be in right field and will not bat here today. Again, for the Lady Rockets, Baker, Nielsen, Peters, Kelly, Williams, Liggett, Frudig, Gallagher, and Spano. Lily Booth again in right field, but not batting here today against the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Here we go. We're
buddy.
Going to have fun here today, and hopefully we see a really good matchup. Game number 2. Usually these two teams will play a couple times in the regular season, of course, and then they'll meet up somewhere in the tournament. Tournament draw is this Sunday for high school softball, so we'll know where everybody's playing and who they're playing and when they're playing, and we'll get at least our softball playoff schedule set here pretty soon. But today we got a good matchup.
Yeah, one thing you notice, both teams again came in really loose, and again, when you have that confidence that you are a good, solid team, warm-up seemed really solid, and away we go here.
Amelia Spinell steps in. First pitch from Macy Baker, going to be low and inside for ball number 1.
You know, during warm-ups, we saw both teams struggle out in left field. That sun is shooting right at that left fielder. You get a pop-up out there, and there could be some possible troubles today.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and driven into center field. Center fielder backing on it, and she drops it. It hits her glove, and Spidell races up to second, and that's going to be an E8 as Spidell gets to second base on the dropped fly ball.
Yeah, unfortunate drop out there in center field by Delaney Peters. Again, she had a nice jump on the ball, landed right in her glove, and unfortunately unable to squeeze it. Puts Amelia Spidell on second base with the air.
Today's first pitch brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. First pitch now to Riley Becker is going to be fouled off to the screen for strike 1. So Spidell on second after the error by the center fielder.
The one nice luxury both of these teams has is they got senior pitchers right now, and Macy Baker for Conotton Valley, she won't be flustered at all, and she kind of gets back to work.
The 1-0 pitch bunted and fouled off at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes now to Riley Becker, the center fielder. Wears number 77, bats from the left side. She's one of those slap hitters, as they call it in softball, so she likes to slap at it a little bit, try to get that running start out of the box, kind of like Ichiro used to do.
Yeah, you see. Did him well, didn't it?
Yes,
Made a career out of it.
Hall of Fame career at that. No balls, 2 strikes to Riley Becker. Spidell on second. The 0-2 pitch. Going to be low and gets away, and Spidell moves up to third. Heads up base running by Amelia Spidell on the wild pitch.
Again, Macy Baker not wanting to throw anything down the pipe right there, trying to get Riley to go fetch a little bit. Riley not taking the bait, and unfortunately got past the Conotton Valley catcher, Lila Williams.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Slap that right in front of the plate, and it is going to die there for a single by Riley Becker. Wow, she did. She put a little backspin, checked up like on the green on one of your famous chip shots that you hit from the fairway, and it just checked up and said, nope, I'm not going anywhere
Not my
else.
shots.
I heard you were a great golfer.
I don't know who you're walking. I don't know who fed you that line, but
I heard you were a great golfer.
No, there's a lot of things I do well. Golfing's not one of them.
So Olivia Spidell steps in and takes a strike on the first pitch. Riley Becker moves up to second base, and no throw there by the catcher, Williams.
Yeah, Ichiro would have been proud of that little hit there, man. It was funny. That thing had so much spin on it. You saw Macy Baker going to field it. She almost like, do I let this thing try to go foul? But it just died, and there was no chance. She had to pick it up and try to get the play.
So Olivia Spidell down on the count. No balls, 1 strike. Going to be inside and low for ball 1. We have an umpire at the home plate today that kind of delayed on his calls a little bit, so we'll wait on him a little bit. We may sound a little awkward here today sometimes, but Have to wait on the umpire. It's going to be high and inside for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Olivia Spidell.
Little change of speed, trying to keep him off balance, and Olivia did not bite on it. And we already got the cheers going, man. The kids are already excited.
Just outside for ball number 3. Now 3 balls and 1 strike to Olivia Spidell. 2 runners on. Amelia Spidell on third. Riley Becker on second. Olivia Spidell at the plate with the head in the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. That's right. Wow, I guess he called it outside for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases up for Ella Gilkerson. So Olivia Spidell, great eye at the plate there, gets the bases juiced of Lady Tigers now. Ella Gilkerson, the sophomore shortstop, steps up. And the first pitch from Baker. Right down Broadway, strike 1.
Tell you, if you're Strasburg right now, you're excited the way this has started. Your first 3 batters on base, bases loaded, nobody out, and Ella Gilkerson with a lot of power up at the plate.
That one bounces to the plate for ball 1 to Gilkerson. 1 ball and 1 strike now to the sophomore shortstop. She wears number 9, bats from the right side. Does Ella Gilkerson.
Great stop by Lila Williams there to keep everybody at bay.
The 1-1 pitch at the knees, strike 2. Baker ahead in the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the first inning between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. The 1-2 pitch. Changeup just out in front as Gilkerson stayed back just enough to get a piece of that and foul it off to the backstop.
That's what you call a defensive swing right there, just to live another pitch. Great job.
She was halfway through that swing and realized, crap, she fooled me. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strike. Baker gets her sign, rocks and fires. Strike. Wow, I don't know where that missed, but man.
They must be just outside the corner there.
Oh, man, I thought that was strike 3 as I was getting ready to ring her up, and they called it ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, count even now. Baker with the break-even pitch. Swung on and missed. Gilkerson strikes out swinging for out number 1 here in the top of the first.
Huge strikeout right there. Infield remains in. Again, the way the Conotton Valley team plays defense, the possibility of turning that double play always exists.
So infield in, bases loaded, 1 out. Miley Reifenschneider, number 14, the first baseman, steps in to try to get some runs on the board for the Lady Tigers. Swung on and right back to the shortstop who was playing in, and she caught it and doubled off Amelia Spidell at third base. So they have no outs and bases loaded, and they come up empty today in the top of the first inning to the Lady Tigers. We're headed to the bottom of the first with no score. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler and Aaron Stump here. Big thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for our presenting sponsor for spring sports for Big Z Sports all spring long, whether it be softball, baseball, or even track and field. Had a couple track meets, and I know we have at least another one coming up. I believe the IVC track meet's coming up. and we'll have some fun with that. I believe Shannon and Nick will be on that. And, of course, running through the softball playoffs, we'll have you covered there. And I'm sure we'll get into the baseball side of things a little bit as we can.
Got to give a special shout-out to Shannon. Been under the weather the last few days here.
Has
he?
Yeah. Did not know that.
So,
I don't talk to Shannon very much, maybe when we get close to doing games together or something. But, yeah, he apparently with our big together little draft thing at the Shenanigans tonight. Hopefully he'll be there, maybe not, but if he's under the weather. So as Macy Baker is going to step in for the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, she bats from the left side. Amelia Spidel's first pitch is going to be low and inside for ball number 1.
It's always fun watching these first innings. Again, you got Amelia Spidel. You can tell she's a little fired up facing this team and really bringing the heat on that first pitch.
Yeah, Baker, Nielsen, and Peters, the first 3 here, the bottom of the first. No score between the Lady Rockets and Lady Tigers. Beautiful day here for some high school softball in Bowerston. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and dribbled to shortstop, and it gets through past the shortstop and into center field. That's going to be a base hit for Macy Baker.
You know, it's a nice luxury both teams have when their star pitchers are actually leading off the lineups as well. So 2 very talented ladies inside the circles leading their lineups. And again, Macy Baker with a nice right back up the middle base hit.
That's going to bring in number 9, Braxton Nielsen, the shortstop, as Baker lines a single up the middle to start the bottom of the first for the Lady Rockets. First pitch to the backstop as Baker moves up to second, and she's looking at third, takes a big wide turn at second base and says, now I'll stop right there.
Let's try it. Again, big momentum switch at the end of that first inning right there. You had bases loaded for Strasburg, nobody out, and they ended up stranding 2 players at the end of the inning without scoring any runs and really lifted the Conotton Valley Rockets' hopes up.
So the 1-0 pitch now outside corner for strike 1, to Braxton Nielsen. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Nielsen, with Baker on second after the base hit, and the wild pitch got her to second. The 1-1 pitch outside for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Tell you, both of these teams have a lot of underclassmen in their lineup today, but the top 3 here for Conotton Valley are seniors and juniors.
That's on the outside corner for strike number 2. Evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Braxton Nielsen, the shortstop. Again, Baker on second. She singled and moved up to second on a wild pitch. The break-even pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the first base line. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Our instant replay today brought to you by Wayne Door. And, of course, big thanks to all of our sponsors all spring long. Tuscarawas Insurance Agency is our presenting sponsor for Big Z Sports in spring. Don't forget, coming up in our postgame, our Dumont Sporting Good postgame show, where we'll have our McInturf Realty player of the game. The 2-2 pitch outside for ball 3. Count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count now. Spidel gets her pitch, rocks and fires. Swung on and lined down the first base line, but foul. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Last 2 foul balls, Strasburg better keep their heads up in that dugout.
Their heads on a swivel, right? Kind of like a receiver going over the middle in football. You got to keep that head on a swivel. You're going to get taken out. 3-2 pitch again, fouled off. Back behind us, back towards the baseball field behind us. The Rockets are not playing today. They look like they're over there practicing. This is a makeup game, of course, of a rainout from a couple weeks ago. They finally
2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, seems like it was back in March when they rained this out.
Tell you what a beautiful facility they have here at Conotton Valley.
That pitch is going to be popped up down the first base line and out of play. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Do you like the turf?
You know what? I know the high schools love it from the standpoint you can play a lot of games on it during this time of the year. I'm still the old-fashioned natural turf grass kind of guy. I'm old school, though. I'm old.
You are older than me, but you're not old.
It's kind of a new concept in high school athletics last 5-10 years.
I don't mind turf, but she went swinging, did Braxton Nielsen for strikeout and out number 1. And that's going to leave Macy Baker at second base now with 1 out, bring up number 15, Delaney Peters, the center fielder.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of advantages to it, absolutely. And, again, the facilities look great, and the maintenance on it's easy. But I still just like the natural turf, football fields, baseball fields. It's just something I prefer.
First pitch to Peters. He bunts and fouls it off back to the screen for strike 1. You know, I really like turf because I think it I don't know if it so-called even the playing field for everybody. I mean, I know the muddy fields during football season and stuff. People love that, but man, I love watching games that are on turf that are dry that you can get. You know, I don't know. I like grass too, but I think turf is probably my favorite. That ball is going to be low for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Like, especially when you get in like high school playoffs and you get late in the season, it's November and mid to late November, you know it can get cold and possibly snowy or rainy, and you get a nice field and it's in good condition. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. But, of course, back when we played high school football, it was AstroTurf. It's like playing on this concrete back here that we're sitting on.
Green concrete. That's basically what it was.
Green concrete with about a millimeter of grass turf on it. That ball's lined down the third base line and foul. Look out over there as the spectators are lined up down the fence. Of course, the net goes up a little bit over there. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
There, you can finally get a little bit of the wind in our headsets right now.
Makes it cold when it does that.
Not nearly as bad as we've had some games here lately, it seems like.
Amen to that. The 1-2 pitch. Going to bounce in front of the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Delaney Peters. We're in the bottom of the first inning. No score between Conotton Valley and Strasburg.
Conotton Valley's done a nice job to this point, being really patient at the plate. Amelia Spidell's had to throw a lot of pitches here this first inning.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Fouled at the plate. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, just got a piece of that one.
Of course, camping season coming up out at your favorite camping facility. I'm sure you like to go to Atwood?
You know, I love all our MWCD parks. It's an absolute blast. Again, they all got a different personality. And
another 2-2 pitch lined off back behind us. Count remains at 2-2. But, yeah, I love going to Atwood. Me and my buddies go out there sometimes in the spring and rent those cabins. Oh, man, you can talk about fun.
Got the cabins right out here near Conotton Valley. You got the Country Waves concert coming up.
It's going to be fun.
WTUZ this summer. Check out WTUZ homepage for those details.
Swing and a miss for strike number 3. Delaney Peters down on strikes for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. I'm sure you'll be at that concert, right?
Definitely. That's always a fun night.
Yeah, I mean, you run the shindig, so the boss better be there, right? Number 10, Maddie Kelly steps in now, the cleanup hitter and third baseman for the Lady Rockets. Changeup had her out front. Did they call that a strike, or did they? I take it was ball 1 then. I thought
it was close.
I thought she swung from here, but
it was close. Then you got the second umpire that gets his position between second and third, so it's hard to ask for any help from him.
Looks like it's 2 balls and no strikes now to Maddie Kelly. From our angle, it looks like she swung at that first pitch, but swung on and driven down the first base line and just foul for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Maddie Kelly. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first with a runner on second, which is Macy Baker. She singled to start the inning. moved up to second on a wild pitch. And after that, Nielsen and Peters both struck out. Now Maddie Kelly ahead in the count at 2 balls and 1 strike.
Conotton Valley's first base coach tried to sell that to the umpire.
That ball fouled back now. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
When they say softball is a game of inches, they're not kidding.
Yes, yes it is. So count even to Maddie Kelly at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spidell gets her sign, rocks and fires. Change up high. Nice job back there by Olivia Spidell to grab that one and keep it from going to the backstop. She came out of that crouch and jumped and about as high as she could jump and snow cone that ball to save it from going to the backstop.
Good. Mealy trying the little change up there, held on to it just a little too long, and like I said, Olivia did a nice job of corralling that.
Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up and foul out of play for count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Sounded like a field goal kick there, hit the upright. Went off the light tower here.
She couldn't do that again if she tried.
If she does, we're playing the lottery tonight, just so you know.
Yes, we are. And number 10 will be a part of it. Ball grounded to second base, fielded, and on to first for out number 3. Runner left after 1. No score between the Lady Rockets and Lady Tigers. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales. And once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. We are in the top of the second inning between the Lady Tigers of Strasburg and the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. No score. Joe Geckler and Aaron Stump here. Right, positioned just to the right of home plate, right to the just before first base. And a beautiful facility here at Conotton Valley. And we have the top of the second inning where Ada Richards, Addie Sibla, and Addie Sundheimer will be the first 3 hitters for the Lady Tigers. Macy Baker's first pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1.
You can tell both pitchers a little amped up that first inning. It'll be interesting now, get the nerves kind of settled right now and kind of refocus, and here we go.
The 0-1 pitch on the outside corner for strike number 2 now as Richards behind in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, grounded, fielded by the third baseman on to first base for out number 1.
Tell you, nice play there. Maddie Kelly playing third base for Conotton Valley. A little slow nubbler there, a lot of spin on it, and did a nice job of jumping on that ball. It's a nice throw at the first base.
That's going to bring up number 7, Addie Sibla, the third baseman for the Lady Tigers. 1 out here, the top of the second, no score. Right down Broadway for strike 1. Sundheimer on deck. Rael Watkins in the hole for the Lady Tigers if they can get a runner on.
Hear the dugouts doing the cheers.
Change up by Macy Baker had Sibla way out in front. She almost looked like Bugs Bunny swinging a bat there, and spinning himself into the ground.
There's the proverbial pulling the string.
Yes, it is.
That was a nice pitch.
Now the 0-2 pitch. It'll be high for ball one.
Great pitch location, just off the plate, little high, trying to get her to bite on that thing, and great discipline not to go for it.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Baker to Sibla. Fouled off down the third base line. Nice job by head coach Tom Spidell trying to feel that barehanded.
Yeah,
he would have probably got on his girls, though. Hey, two hands,
As I
two
say,
hands.
Yeah, no two hands. I mean, really wasn't good position to start out. Standing too vertical right now. Really not in good position to field it right
his
now.
Feet, it didn't slide.
Yeah, we're going to have to show that on film.
Didn't shuffle his feet.
Yeah.
And now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three, and out number two here in the top of the second inning. Going to bring in Addie Sundheimer, number 6, and the left fielder for the Lady Tigers. Sundheimer bats from the left side.
Macy's second strikeout for the game here.
Outside corner for strike one.
Man, she has come out the second inning and is not messing around.
Yep, she's like, I'm not getting the bases loaded again. Now the 0-1 pitch. A little bit low for ball number one. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sundheimer.
You got these cheers going again. They're always, every year they're good.
A 1-1 pitch. Outside corner for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Sundheimer. 2 outs here in the top of the second. A ground out to third and a strikeout. Now Sundheimer down in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Baker rocks and fires. 1-2 pitch. Going to be low for ball 2. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looks like we got another slap hitter up here. Going to attempt it.
Now the break-even pitch. Fielded by the third baseman, Kelly, on to first, out. Nice play there by Maddie Kelly to get the speedy Sundheimer down the first base line. The Tigers go 1-2-3 after 1.5. No score. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School as Lila Williams steps in and takes ball 1 from Amelia Spidell. Lila Williams, Kate Liggett, and Jenica Frudig, the first 3 for the Rockets. Fouled off at the plate by Williams for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lila Williams, the catcher. Wears number 12, bats from the right side.
Tell you, the future of both of these schools really good. Right now for Conotton Valley, got 4 sophomores, in the starting lineup, and very talented kids.
Williams hacks at that one and fouls it off as well. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strasburg only has 3 seniors. Sophie Seacrest, Amelia Spidell, and Ada Richards are your 3 seniors for the Lady Tigers. So losing some talent there, especially the Amelia Spidell loss. That'll hurt. Change up low and in the dirt for ball number 2. But they get some young ladies back next year with some great varsity experience, just as the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets do as well.
Yes.
I know they're down one of their freshmen to an injury. She got hurt in the last Strasburg game. She actually fouled a ball off of her, Ava Williams, fouled a ball off of her thumb.
Ugh.
And then the very next at bat, she stayed in the game. Very next at bat, she hit one out.
Really?
And then she had surgery on Monday.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called to Lila Williams for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Amelia's 3rd strikeout of the game right there.
Yeah, so Ava Williams had surgery on that Monday after the first Strasburg game, and they're hoping to get her back in the middle of May. That's when they're hoping for that for her to come back. First pitch fouled off right in front of us. If it wasn't for the screen, we'd have been taken out.
Hey, but neither one of us flinched, though. You know what? That was
Remember,
impressive.
were you with me at Garraway
Yes.
when I flinched?
Yes.
I don't know why I flinched. It was just like caught me off guard, I think, more than anything.
Hey, that's all right. We took out one of Claxon's camera operators there. He about fell over when the ball came at him right after that. So
change up as Kate Liggett wanted a swing and just held up for strike number 2 as Kate Liggett, the designated player at the plate for the Lady Rockets. She wears number 18, bats from the right side.
You know, it's hard enough trying to hit Amelia when she's got her good stuff, man. She starts putting that off-speed stuff.
Strike 3 called and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
That was not the changeup.
That was straight gas.
That was
straight gas. She put a little lighter fluid on that thing, and it you heard the glove pop, and it straight gas as Jenica Frudig steps in, number 6, and the first baseman. She lines one past the second baseman into center field for a base hit. Jenica Frudig had a good game against Spidell the first time. 1-2. She was 3 for 4 the last time against Amelia Spidell in their first meeting. Scored a run. Had a good game, did Frudig, and she starts off this game here in the bottom of the 2nd with 2 outs with a single.
Just a sophomore for the Rockets, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Miley Gallagher steps in, number 4, takes one high for ball number 1.
I'm sure we'll be calling her name several times here the next few years.
So Miley Gallagher now, the left fielder, steps in, takes one right over the middle for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Gallagher. Frudig on first after the single. One pitch outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Gallagher. Frudig on first after the single. Always find it comical, coaches yelling out number combinations. Swing and a miss by Gallagher to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spano on deck for the Lady Rockets, then back to the top with Macy Baker.
You can always tell at what point you're in the softball or baseball season by just how much voice the coach has left. Yes. Come playoff time, there's not much left.
Swing and a miss. Drop third, strike, down to first, and that's going to retire the Lady Rockets here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Again, no score after 2. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Top of the third inning, Rayo Watkins steps in for the Lady Tigers with the first pitch and takes it for strike one. No score, top of the third inning between the Lady Rockets of Conotton Valley and the Strasburg Lady Tigers, a two-time defending state champions. The 0-1 pitch, changeup, had Watkins way out front for strike two. Both ladies in the circle today have great changeups. We saw a couple from Amelia Spidell earlier, and now Macy Baker's dealing a little bit as well. The 0-2 pitch, outside corner, strike three to Watkins, out number one here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the order now. Amelia Spidell checks in. She reached on an error by the center fielder and was stranded at third base her first time up. Excuse me, she wasn't stranded at third. She was doubled off at third base. She was the third out of the first inning. First pitch from Baker in the dirt for ball one.
Yeah, one of those unfortunate circumstances. Really hard line drive hit the short. She started taking off home for attempting to get to the game's first home run, first run, and was picked off at third base trying to get back.
Ball outside, two balls and no strikes to Amelia Spidell. Spidell has a no-hitter and a perfect game this year under her belt. Swings at that pitch and fouls it off. Holds a state record for most strikeouts in a state championship game, in a state playoff game. All kinds of records there by the senior pitcher for Amelia Spidell. 2 balls and 1 strike. Right on the inside corner for strike two, evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2 here at the top of the third inning.
The bottom half of the second inning, Amelia had 3 strikeouts, and to start the top of the third, Macy's got 2 strikeouts here. So
what you can do, I can do better, right?
Pitchers are starting to find their groove here, and here we go.
Riley Becker steps in, runs up and swings at it for strike 1. So Baker with 4 strikeouts on the day. Spidell with 5 strikeouts on the day. Both have given up a hit or 2, but no runs as of yet. No score here, top of the third, 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch going to be taken for strike number 2 to Riley Becker. Becker singled, dropped one down between third and home, and it just sat there spinning on the turf, and she beat it out for a single. Now the 0-2 pitch from Macy Baker. Steps off the rubber, now back on. Now Becker says, okay, I'll call timeout then. You're ready, I'm not.
A little bit of communication between the pitcher and catcher, and everyone's a little confused.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Just low for ball number 1. Little cat and mouse game there with Becker and Baker. You call timeout? Okay, I'm going to call timeout then. Now the 1-2 pitch from Macy Baker. Rocks and delivers. And they call that a strike.
So it is 2-2, because I was wondering, and we were a little confused there. I think everyone was a little confused there. The one he said it was high, where it looked like a strike call.
He went like that, and almost like I think it was a high call.
I think he said, yeah, it was high.
That's going to be a changeup, and that's going to be high this time for sure. That's going to be the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Riley Becker.
I think everyone was a little confused on that with scorekeeper and us and everybody.
Payoff pitch. Swung on and hit the shortstop on to first base for out number 3. The Lady Tigers go in order, and after 2.5, no score between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season. The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Bottom of the 3rd inning as Ariana Spano steps in and takes strike 1 from Amelia Spidell. No score between the Lady Rockets and Lady Tigers. Big thanks to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency as our presenting sponsor for Big Z Sports. The 0-1 pitch going to be high for ball number 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Ariana Spano.
Good, no freshman here.
Spano swings and misses at a high fastball from Spidell. The count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1 ball, 2 strikes, fouled off at the plate. Count remains even at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, bottom of the 3rd, no score between Strasburg and Conotton Valley. Joe Geckler and Aaron Stump here at Conotton Valley High School. Big thanks to the Claxon Communications crew today. You get the main man today. Comes off busy guy and the head of Claxon Communications, and Casey, he's here hanging out with us today, and we appreciate that. Just outside for ball number 2. When it's a big game, it's on Big Z Sports, and Casey Claxon comes out. So that's why we have Casey. Plus, it's not raining or snowing, so he's like, I'm coming out of my house now. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed by Spano for out number 1. Strikeout number 6 for Spidell on the day. Back to the top of the order now, and number 7, Macy Baker. She singled her first time up and was stranded on second base to end the 1st inning. Baker way up in the box today. As her front foot's on the front line of that batter's box.
Yeah, you don't see that too much.
She fouls that one off for strike 1.
And the way she swings, she knows what she's doing.
Oh, yeah. She's waiting for that changeup, so she's not fooled by it. She's up in that box. She feels she can catch that fastball coming in, and just a tad late on that last one. She fouled it off back behind us. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2 to Macy Baker. Pitcher, left-handed hitter, just like her counterpart. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter in Spidell. And guess what? They're both seniors. Now the 0-2 pitch. Laid off of that one for ball 1.
Tell you, we got nice weather out here too. Really good teams battling, and the crowd came to follow them. We got a great crowd out here today, and always good to see high school athletics, a great crowd.
We love seeing big crowds at high school athletics and high school sporting events. Support these kids. She checked her swing, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good call. Yep. That was a legitimate check swing.
Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Macy Baker. Spidell drops the rosin bag, now steps on the rubber and delivers. Swing and a miss. Nope, they say she fouled it off.
Just got a piece of it. Olivia Spidell upset herself, felt like she should have caught it, and went off her glove and shoulder and helmet and everything else she's got for protection on back there. But she kind of pounded her chest. That's my bad. I should have held on to that. And here we go again.
Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Macy Baker. Spidell looks down at her wristband, shakes her head, doesn't like it, but you know what? She steps in and delivers a 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again. The count remains even at 2-2.
Boy, these are the battles you just really enjoy watching right now. 2 really good softball athletes going at it right now.
All we got to do is put our hands behind us and it'll stay warm.
Yeah.
It's like a built-in heating pad back here with the sun beating on us. And the 2-2 pitch. Change-up, had her out front, but Baker's going to reach first with the ball, gets past the catcher. So it goes down as a strikeout, but a pass ball on the catcher, so Baker gets to first base. So 1 out here in the top, or in the bottom of the third inning. Macy Baker on first base. She's technically, that goes down as a strikeout. The ball lined down the first base line. Nice job by the first baseman, Reifenschneider, to field that step on first base, but Baker advances on to second as Braxton Nielsen shoots one down that first base line, but Reifenschneider says, nope, I got it.
Yeah, a lot of times you see an athlete kind of panic when they drop that ball initially, but she did a great job, gathered herself, picked the ball up, took it right to first base for the first out.
That ball is going to be shot to the shortstop, and just off the base is Reifenschneider. The throw pulls her off, and I'm going to give Delaney Peters a hit on that because that actually ricocheted off the third baseman, and the shortstop Gilkerson was there to field it but could not get the throw there on time. So that's going to be a base hit by Peters.
Yeah,
and Baker heads on to third.
If they made that play, that would have been a 5-6-3.
5-6-3 single out, not even a double play. So Maddie Kelly steps in with 2 outs and a runner on first and third for the Lady Rockets. First pitch, changeup in the dirt. Nice job back there by Spidell to block that one.
Again, first inning, you had Strasburg, the bases loaded, unable to get anybody home. And here you got them on first and third with 1 out, and we'll see what the Rockets can do.
1 ball, no strikes to Maddie Kelly. She grounded out to the second baseman her first time up. Fastball up to Kelly. 2 balls and no strikes now to Maddie Kelly. Maddie Kelly, only a sophomore. She pitches, plays short and third for the Lady Rockets. They got a couple good pitchers after Macy Baker even, and Kelly's one of them, and Ava Williams. Swing and a miss by Kelly for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Maddie Kelly.
That's what you call a swing with bad intentions
there,
man. She got a hold of that one.
She'd have put that off the Strasburg Tiger wagon out there, whatever that is, trailer out there, if she'd have made contact with that. Just outside for ball number 3. So now 3 balls and 1 strike to Maddie Kelly.
Said Maddie, just a sophomore, very disciplined up there, really making Amelia work hard.
Spino gets the call, drops the Rosenbach, steps up, and delivers. Going to be high for ball number 4. Bases loaded now for the Lady Rockets, and in steps Lila Williams. So bases loaded, Kelly on first, Peters on second, and Baker on third. 2 outs, and Lila Williams steps in, and she struck out looking her first time up back in the second inning. So the Rockets threatening here. Swing and a miss by Williams. Strike number 1. pump of the fist by Olivia Spidell, the catcher, saying, yeah, that's what we needed right there.
A few more of those. Tell you what, we're just in the third inning, kind of seeing a little bit of everything already here, just kind of what we expected this game.
Now the 0-1 pitch swung on and driven out to right center field. That's going to get down to the fence, and that's probably going to be a ground rule double, and that's going to cost Conotton Valley a run. She's going to have to go back to third base, and that's going to be a 2-run double for Lila Williams to give the Rockets a lead, 2-0.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. It would have brought the third run home really easily, but with the bounced over the fence there and right center field and 2-run double there.
So a 2 RBI double for Lila Williams, and we're going to have a courtesy runner now for the catcher, Lila Williams, after the 2-run double. Can't tell, is it Gretchen Rowley in to run?
I think so, yes.
Can't tell the number. She has a jacket on. But I think I heard the home plate umpire say Rowley was running. So that's going to bring in Kate Liggett. First pitch to her. Going to be strike at the belt. No balls and 1 strike now to Liggett. Liggett struck out looking her first time up as well. So you got Maddie Kelly on third. Lila Williams had the double, but Rowley on second running for her. Swing and a miss there by Liggett for strike 2. 2 big runs here in the bottom of the third inning for the Lady Rockets. They now have the lead at 2-0 over the Lady Tigers. The 0-2 pitch. They're going to call that a ball, and a run scores as Maddie Kelly scores. They're saying no swing again on the call. As the run scores, Maddie Kelly comes in on the wild pitch. And Rowley goes on to third, so it's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 3 runs in for the Lady Rockets here in the bottom of the third inning. One-two pitch, outside corner, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the third inning. But 3 big runs for the Lady Rockets gives them the lead here as we head to the 4th inning. Conotton Valley 3, Strasburg 0. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Willendale Golf Cart Sales is conveniently located right in the heart of Strasburg on North Worcester Avenue. They are your one-stop shop for easy-go vehicles, Textron off-road vehicles, and Cushman vehicles. Once you choose your cart, then the fun begins at Willendale as they have all the accessories to deck it out. Willendale Golf Cart Sales pride themselves in providing great customer service in their sales, parts, and service departments. To see all the great reviews and to learn more, find Willendale Golf Cart Sales on Facebook.
Celebrating 20 years of excellence, Synergy Sign and Graphics proudly serves clients nationwide and beyond. For 2 decades, our passion for perfection has set us apart, earning us international acclaim. Join us in celebrating our legacy of innovation and artistry. Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge sign design and fabrication meets old-world craftsmanship.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Top of the 4th inning as Olivia Spidell takes strike 1 from Macy Baker. 3-0. Conotton Valley leads Strasburg here in the top of the 4th inning. 3 big runs in the bottom of the 3rd for the Lady Rockets. Gives them the lead, 3-0. No balls and 1 strike now to Olivia Spidell. Baker rocks and fires. It's going to be a changeup in the dirt for ball number 1.
You know, the nice thing about these 2 teams, again, really good competitors here. If you're Strasburg, you got to learn how to play from behind, too.
Sure.
You know, and you have not had much of a chance to do that all season. And you got to learn how to battle if you expect to go far in the playoffs.
Changeup taken high by Spidell at 2 balls and 1 strike. Spidell walked her first time up and was stranded. Fastball in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Spidell. Ball's going to hit Spidell in the arm, and she takes first base, so a hit by pitch. As Spidell gets first base, that's going to bring in number 9, Ella Gilkerson, a shortstop. She struck out swinging her first time up.
You know, as we go further in this game, sun's going down, starting to get right in the eyes of our shortstop and third baseman as well. See if it
Nice play by the third baseman. Kelly fires on to first, but it's going to be overthrown at first base as Spidell rounds third, and she is going to score all the way from first as they fire back down to second to get Gilkerson, but she slides head first, so that's going to be an E5 on the play by Gilkerson. Made a great stop as she went to her knees, but could not make the throw, and it got over the head of the first baseman Frudig and allowed Olivia Spidell to score all the way from first.
Yeah, we just talked about the sun going down, and she had a heck of a nice job fielding it there. Like I said, threw it from the knees just a little bit wide and got Strasburg their first run.
The ball lined back up the middle as Gilkerson's going to round third and head home. She slides in feet first, does Ella Gilkerson. She scores on the RBI single by Miley Reifenschneider.
Did not take long for Strasburg to come back here, did it?
No, I think they got a little angry in that last inning, and they've hit the ball hard a couple times here in the top of the 4th inning. Score now 3-2 in favor of Conotton Valley as Richards bunts at that and fouls it off. Nice try there by the catcher Williams to catch that. Just spun out of her glove for strike number 1. So Ada Richards batting. She grounded out to the third baseman her first time up. We have no outs here in the top of the 4th. Fouled off again at the plate by Richards. Makes the count no balls and 2 strikes. Sibla and Sundheimer to follow Richards.
Tell you what else did we expect today?
Oh, just another great game from these two. 0-2 pitch again, fouled off at the plate as Richards stays alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Ada Richards, one of the 3 seniors for the Lady Tigers. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed for out number 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Going to bring in number 7, Addie Sibla, the third baseman. She struck out swinging her first time up. Sibla, a freshman. Change up. That's going to be belted into left center field and fielded by the center fielder.
Oh, got it. Oh, boy.
She got lucky to get back there as she thought the runner was going to go to third, did Sibla, but Reifenschneider held up at second, but a nice base hit there from Sibla with 2 on now and brings up Addie Sundheimer.
Delaney Peters really taking a nice angle on that hit in center field right there and able to keep the Strasburg runners at first and second.
Just outside for ball 1 to Addie Sundheimer, the left-hander. Slap hitter.
Good, Addie Sibla, a freshman coming through there. Really nice hit to center field there.
1-0 pitch, going to be taken for strike number 1. If you recognize the name Sibla, her sister was here during the state title run the last 2 years. It's going to be high for ball number 2. Couple sisters, of course, Ella Gilkerson, the younger sister of Emma Gilkerson, who graduated a couple years ago now. That's going to be high for ball number 3. Of course, Spidells have sisters. Ada Richards, the younger sister of Maggie Richards, who was on the 2 state championship teams the last 2 years.
Oh, that's impressive, man. All right.
And ball number 4 to Sundheimer. That loads the bases now for Rael Watkins. If you remember the first state title a couple years ago, Maggie Richards threw it home to Sydney Sibla to get the runner out at the plate to end the game for their first state title a couple years ago. And so Richards to Sibla, and we still have that connection a little bit this year with Ada and, of course, Addie. So nice to see the sisters still playing as Watkins fouls that first one off down the first base line.
Man, Joe, that's some crackerjack reporting right there, man. That's pulling it from the old gray matter between the ears. That's well done there, big man.
You notice how I was talking slow to make sure I get it right. Like I had to remember the order of everything. So, yeah, this Strasburg team, they've had some stars come through here the last couple of years. The 0-1 pitch, high for ball number 1. Of course, Lady Tigers won it all last year on the left arm of Amelia Spidell. Had 2 record-setting performances in the state semifinals. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Watkins. Count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, top of the 4th inning, 3-2. 2 runs in here in the top of the 4th for the Lady Tigers. They have bases loaded, though, here with a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Watkins as she takes ball 2 to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I tell you, these days it's amazing how these kids can try to frame pitches. And Lila Williams for Conotton Valley, she does a really nice job with that.
Yeah, she did a nice job there. I thought that was going to be strike 3. Now the break-even pitch. Going to be high for ball 3. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rael Watkins. Runners will be on the move. Base hit could score 3. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, and out number 2, excuse me, here in the top of the 4th inning. I was out ahead of myself there. That's going to take us back to the top of the order in Amelia Spidell. She reached on an error and struck out here today, but she has ducks on the pond as the bases are full with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. First pitch is going to be a changeup in the dirt for ball 1.
Good Lila Williams, another nice stop there. Keep bases loaded.
I was going to say, she didn't stop that. That would have been a run.
Easy, yep, absolutely.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Spidell. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on under the glove of the second baseman into right field. That's going to be 1 run, and another run's going to score. And a runner gets all the way to third as Sundheimer, so Sibla and Reifenschneider both score on the 2-run single by Amelia Spidell.
You know, we talked about, natural grass versus turf. I think the second baseman there, Ariana Spano, she almost expected that to bounce back up and just scooted under her glove and went out to right field.
So Riley Becker steps in now. She is 1 for 2 on the day as she swings and misses. Spidell moves up to second on the stolen base. So Amelia Spidell with a 2-run single to give the Lady Tigers the lead at 4-3. Strike 2 now to Becker. No balls and 2 strikes. If Olivia Spidell can get to the plate again this inning, that means they've batted around. But the 0-2 pitch is going to be high for ball 1. 4 runs in here in the top of the 4th inning for the Lady Tigers. Now the 1-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3, and that's going to do it. But 4 big runs for the Lady Tigers. And the Lady Tigers have now taken the lead after 3.5. Strasburg 4, Conotton Valley 3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust. Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Bottom of the fourth inning as Strasburg leads 4-3 over Conotton Valley. These 4 big runs there in the top of the fourth inning to give them the lead after Conotton Valley took the lead in the bottom of the third inning, Aaron.
Yeah, we talked about how important it was for Strasburg to see how they could play from come behind. No doubts they can do it.
Absolutely.
Now we'll see if Conotton Valley can.
Yep. And that's going to bring in Jenica Frudig, who she singled her first time up, and takes ball 1 from Amelia Spidell. I mentioned earlier Sophie Seacrest was one of the seniors, but she's listed as a senior here on the roster. But I got a message saying that she's only a sophomore, so there's only 2 seniors for the Lady Tigers. Like I said, there was 3 with Seacrest, Spidell, and Richards, but Seacrest is only a sophomore. So big thanks to the person that texted me and let me know that. 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled off at the plate for strike number 2.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody was kind of nice and relaxed. Now it's getting a little more serious. Getting a little bit further into the game. 4-3. Got 2 pitchers here going at it.
Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Jenica Frudig is sat down on strikes for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Going to bring in Miley Gallagher. She struck out swinging her first time up. Again, bottom of the fourth inning, Strasburg leads 4-3. 4 big runs in the top of the fourth inning for the Lady Tigers. First pitch is going to be high and inside for ball number 1.
Tell you what, after work crowd has showed up, they all lined up along the left field fence there.
As Gallagher swings and misses that one, that's strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Spidell has a little bit something on her pitches the last couple of innings. I think she a little fired up. The 1-1 pitch, did she swing at that one?
Yeah.
Oh, they say she did not. I thought she
You
went.
think she did? Yeah, I think she held it.
That's why I don't umpire.
Okay. What's Casey's thought? Did she hold up? Casey's not giving us an opinion.
Oh, he said strike. So. Just outside for ball number 3. Miley Gallagher now ahead in the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike to Gallagher, 1 out here. That ball's going to be popped out of play back behind us. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just got a text a moment ago from Amelia Spidell's mother, Veronica. She is stuck in Columbus today, unable to be here. So she is watching our broadcast. So hello, Mrs. Spidell. We appreciate you tuning in and watching as she's going to walk Gallagher on the break-even pitch. Spano steps in. She is 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out.
Well, we can tell Mrs. Spidell, her daughter's doing very well today, so she should be very proud.
As Spano tries to bunt, and the ball gets past the first baseman as Olivia Spidell throws it into right field. Great job by the right fielder to back that up, and that was Rael Watkins out there in right field backing up that throw. If she wouldn't have been backing that up, that would have been a runner on second. But great job by Watkins.
Well, and that's what makes these two teams special, too. Again, their fundamentals are all there, and you said it perfectly. Straight throw down there. The right fielder was moving before she even threw it, and a great backup there.
1-0 pitch. Just outside for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to Ariana Spano, the second baseman for the Lady Rockets. Spano is a freshman, according to the roster. Bunted that one away for strike 1. I'm just going to preface it by saying, according to the roster that we have, she is a freshman. But I knew Sophie Seacrest had been around a little bit. I didn't think she was a senior, but I said, hey, you never know, she could be. But apparently she's in a walking boot. I didn't see her over there, but injured her foot. So swing and a miss there by Spano. Evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first after the walk to Gallagher. 1 out here, bottom of the 4th inning. Now the break-even pitch. Swung on and fouled over here towards us. Nice job there by head coach Tom Spidell to field it and fire it back to his daughter on the mound, or in the circle, as they say in softball.
Yeah, that was a lot better there. He had his knees bent, well-positioned.
Yeah, fielded it. Well, he's coming off that bucket, so he was already in great fielding position. So the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
9th strikeout for Amelia Spidell there.
It's going to take us back to the top of the order. And number 7, Macy Baker. She reached on a pass ball on strike 3 her last time up, and then singled her first time up and was stranded on second. First pitch to Baker. Fouled off at the plate for strike 1.
A little delay in the play. You gotta.
They didn't like the ball apparently.
Get the good fast softball.
Give me the good ball. I don't want that beat up one that's been scuffed on the concrete.
One that's got a little gas on it.
Now the 0-1 pitch to Baker. Change up. Foul down the third base line. Baker tried to take her teammates out, and luckily they were paying attention.
What is that? About a 4-foot fence protected the dugout. They're all hanging on top of it.
And it was about a 5-foot line drive, so it was about a foot above that fence. The lovely smell of spring in the country. You love that. No balls and 2 strikes to Baker. Fouled off at the plate and off the umpire's face mask as Blue walks away for a second. That caught him and knocked his mask right off to the turf here.
Yep.
Coach Spidell out there saying, hey, you all right?
Checking on them.
You got to check on them umpires, man. They get a foul ball off the face mask. That's not comfy. Yeah,
he felt that one.
Yeah, he felt that one a little bit.
It.
Off the bat of Macy Baker, I'm sure that had some velocity to it. No balls, 2 strikes now to Baker. Spidell gets her pitch, rocks and fires as Baker pops it up and back out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
I'm not sure what happened there. We're kind of blinded in that corner.
Looks like she ran into the fence.
Did she do it?
Yeah, it looks like she didn't quite see did Reifenschneider run it over for that ball and hit the fence a little harder than she probably wanted.
I saw Olivia Spidell behind plate go, ooh. And then I heard somebody go, you all right?
Change up outside for ball 1 to Macy Baker. Yeah, there's been a couple line drives in the dugout, and foul balls off face masks, and people running into fences. And
I'm kind of glad we're sitting where we're sitting right now.
We're kind of hunkered down here, right? 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Baker goes down on strikes. And that ends the inning. And we head to the top of the 5th inning. Strasburg 4, Conotton Valley 3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
I just have. Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler and Aaron Stump. Big thanks to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency as we head to the top of the 5th inning. And Strasburg steps in. Ella Gilkerson. Excuse me. So Olivia Spidell steps in for ball number 1. I might just have done
Strasburg just went through the light up last inning, so Olivia started the 4th. She's going to start the 5th.
Takes strike 1 now. The count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't start laughing now.
Never a dull moment with Joe Geckler.
Did you clip me there, Casey, or did they catch me? Casey said, no, I got your back. And a ground ball to third, fielded by Kelly, and Spidell out at first base. So out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Going to bring in number 9, Ella Gilkerson.
Yeah, we talked a little bit earlier that sun's going down. It's going to make it a little more difficult for the third or the left side of the field, the third baseman, the shortstop, and left fielder. And right there, your third baseman, Maddie Kelly. Nice job. Nice throw to first.
Change up outside to Gilkerson. She is technically 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error and scored and struck out. 1 ball, no strikes to Gilkerson. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and driven down the third base line and foul. That hit something and ricocheted back out of the field. That was a shot down that third base line. Holy smokes.
There's a bunch of spectators on that left field line.
Hopefully it didn't hit one of them spectators.
They are paying attention, too. They scattered well.
Oh, yeah. Typically you don't see right-handers pull it that hard, but Gilkerson got around on that. 1-1 pitch. Change up, had her out front, did Gilkerson. So it's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Macy Baker said, oh, you hit my fastball that fast. I'm going to spin you around here on a changeup, and that's exactly what happened. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Baker delivers. That's way high.
I think there was a little extra juice on that bad boy.
Just held on to it a split second too long, did Baker. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ella Gilkerson, the sophomore. 2-2 pitch. Change up, outside corner, strike 3. Gilkerson did not like that call, but runs back to the dugout, and that's going to bring up Miley Reifenschneider, the first baseman.
You know, we need that little strike box, like they do on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball.
The little.
Go back in the dugout.
That none of the umpires follow?
Yeah.
Going to be outside for ball 1. I was watching one the other day. In fact, I watched a lot of Reds games. I grew up in Cincinnati, so I'm a Reds fan. And there was one pitcher, man, he was getting – it felt like it was 2 or 3 inches outside that box on the TV screen. I'm like, how is that a strike? And then the announcer's like, oh, the box is not official. I'm like, 2 balls and no strikes now to Reifenschneider.
Well, who was that last week? Some play-by-play had a perfect call. First pitch of the game, right down the middle. He goes, it's right down the middle for ball 1.
Yeah, and then they showed it. I'm going, how is that not a strike? 2-0 pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1.
You know, we joke about it, but again, really appreciate the time and effort these umpires put in. It is a hard gig.
Absolutely.
And, not much glory in it, and appreciate everything they do.
2-1 pitch outside for ball number 3. 3 balls in, 1 strike to Reifenschneider. She had a RBI single last time, and she lined out to the shortstop for a double play that doubled off Amelia Spidell at third back in the first inning. Now the 3-1 pitch. On the outside corner for strike number 2. Another little neat fact for you, Miley Reifenschneider, she's the cousin of one Jackson Reifenschneider that played at Garraway.
Man, Joe, you won it today, man.
I know, right?
Jeez.
And the the payoff pitch going to be outside for ball number 4, so Reifenschneider on first base after the walk. And, of course, Jackson has a brother, Wyatt, as well. He's a freshman, but they're cousins as well, of course. So I just threw out Jackson's name because everybody knows who Jackson is right now. Say she did not swing, did Richards at that first pitch, and that's going to be ball number 1. As Reifenschneider on first base, 1-0 count to Ada Richards. She struck out and grounded out to third, her 2 times up. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off at the plate for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, it might be the sun warming me up, but, you know, just a lot warmer game when I do them with you instead of Nick.
I know, right?
I'm not
I'm
sure
a
what
I'm
that
a
is.
warmer personality, I think.
I'm starting to...
Swing and a miss by Richards as the runner advances down to second. That should have been only 2 strikes on Richards as Reifenschneider advances on to second on the stolen base. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Richards. I haven't done many games with Nick this spring. I don't think any. Outside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chris and I have done a couple games together. You and I have done a couple. I've done a couple with Shannon. We're back at it Saturday, right?
Saturday.
Up at your stomping grounds, up at Tusky Valley.
Tusky Valley taking on New Philly.
That ball is going to be grounded back to Baker. She fields and throws on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it for the top of the 5th inning. No runs, but Strasburg leads 4-3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Aaron Stump for Strasburg, Conotton Valley as Braxton Nielsen bunts the first one back to the backstop for strike number 1. 4-3, Strasburg leads here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Been an entertaining matchup so far here today. Conotton Valley took a 3-0 lead. Strasburg stormed back and scored 4 of their own and now have the lead at 4-3.
Yeah, Amelia Spidell's kind of found her groove again. 3 strikeouts the last inning, gave her 10 for the game, and she's ahead of the count.
Fouls that one off now for no balls and 2 strikes to Braxton Nielsen, the shortstop. She grounded out to first base and struck out in her 2 times up. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on again, fouled off down the first base line, and out of play. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Nielsen only a junior for the Lady Rockets, according to the roster. Now the 0-2 pitch. Change up. Nice job there. Grounded to second, fielded, and on to Reifenschneider for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Strasburg leads 4-3. Nice play there by the second baseman, Ada Richards, to get that ball on to Reifenschneider for the first out. That's going to bring in Delaney Peters, the center fielder. She scored a run here today and struck out. She fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. What do you keep laughing at me for?
No, you can always tell who's paying attention because that foul ball went over there. And some people weren't paying attention. They yelled heads up, and about 20 people ducked. It wasn't even close to them. So, hey, that's what you get for not paying attention to this game.
It's a good one here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-3, Strasburg leads. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2 to Delaney Peters. Peters wears number 15, bats from the left side. Long ponytail out the back of her helmet. Most of the girls in softball have ponytails out the back of their helmets.
What's your theory on that, Joe?
It's fine. It's not like it's football.
Oh, why though?
You can't.
Why do they all have? I mean, you're right.
Well, because they have long hair. Casey's going to tell us a secret in the next time out, I think. So Casey can't have a ponytail though. He's got he's frolically challenged, so to speak.
The headsets are about ready to come off now.
Yes, they are. He just turned us off. 1-2 pitch now, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Delaney Peters. See, I'm not a big fan of it for football when the guys have long hair out the back of their helmet. I don't like when Palomalu had long hair. I'm not a big fan of that. Derrick Henry's one now that has a big ponytail. I'm like, cut your hair, or stick it up in your helmet. 2-2 pitch. Going to be high for ball number 3. Peters has now run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Speaking of the NFL draft tonight, of course, and interesting things going on. We'll be over at Shenanigans after our game here tonight. Payoff pitch going to be swung on and popped up. Nice job there by the third baseman, Sibla, to catch that one for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, did a nice job. Quick reacting there, dealing with the sun, and good second out there if you're Strasburg.
Going to bring up number 10, Maddie Kelly, the third baseman. She is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. She grounded out to the second baseman her first time up. Drew a walk and then scored her next time up. Takes ball 1 high and inside. You going to join us at Shenanigans after our game here for a little bit?
I'm definitely going to get over there.
See what shenanigans we can get into, right?
Shenanigans got the whole Z crew over there tonight with big brothers, big sisters.
Going to be a lot of fun over there. Get over there and hang out with the guys and see what we can do and get ourselves into, right?
There seems to be a lot of trouble that follows certain people when I go certain places, and the Z Crew is actually one of them. So
yeah, I know. There's one guy with the Z Crew that can get everybody in trouble. The 1-1 pitch that's going to be swung on and popped out of play back behind us for strike number 2. And the guy that usually gets us in trouble, he's frolically challenged as well. He has no hair, and it's not Adam. So that narrows it down for you. Adam's the quiet one.
I am pleading the fifth on this one.
Yeah.
I'm actually eagerly waiting to see what Casey has to say about ponytails right now.
Yeah,
though.
me too. We'll get out of this inning, and Casey will tell us the secret off the air.
I'm about to be educated, I think.
Again, nice job by Maddie Kelly to stay alive. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. About an hour and a half into this game, and we're into the bottom of the 5th inning already, which is game's moving along pretty good. Last time these two played, I got home about 8:30. It was a long game for a softball game.
I tell you what, you're right, though. When these two teams get together, you don't mind.
Change up. Nice job by the third baseman to field it and throw it on to first base. Sibla with 2 great plays there in the bottom of the 5th inning, and that gets the Tigers out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Lady Rockets, and on to the top of the 6th inning. Back after this as the Tigers lead 4-3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Aaron Stump here at Conotton Valley High School as Sibla takes one in the dirt for ball number 1. 4-3, Strasburg leads here over the Conotton Valley Lady Rockets. They had 4 big runs back in the 4th inning to take the lead over Conotton Valley. The 1-0 pitch. Going to be grounded up the middle for a base hit. Nice job there by Addie Sibla. The line one into center field for the base hit to bring up Addie Sundheimer.
Tell you, a really nice hit on the right side of the field between the second base and second baseman.
Sibla now 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored, 2 singles. Addie Sundheimer steps in. She walked her last time up as she's going to try to slap at that one and come up empty for strike 1.
Again, the fundamentals, Conotton Valley really strong. Saw a lot of girls moving on that play, trying to crash that bunt quick.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Be high and outside for ball number 1. If I was a third baseman or first baseman in softball, I'm not sure I'd want to play those positions. You take one off the, even if you have a face mask on, that's
doesn't matter, does it?
No.
Yeah, there's
swing and a miss there by Sundheimer. Makes the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. I have the utmost respect for third baseman and first baseman on the corners of baseball and softball because I played first, but I could not play third. Slaps at it, hits it to first. Baker picks it up, fires on to first for out number 1, but that advances Sibla on to second base. 1 out here now. Rael Watkins steps up for the Lady Tigers.
Great fundamental baseball by Macy Baker right there. Did a nice job of fielding the ball, went right to first base for that first out, and that's what you want.
Watkins. Actually, we looks like we have a substitute, Keegan Kramer, going to bat now for the Tigers as Rael Watkins. They're going to use Kramer as a pinch hitter here for Watkins. So Keegan Kramer, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. No balls and no strikes. Kramer steps in now, batting for Watkins. Takes it at the belt for strike 1. Kramer, the sophomore, according to the roster. Ball in the dirt for ball number 1.
You're not trusting the roster anymore, are you?
I'm not. I got burnt once.
I got burnt once.
And I got
first time, shame on the roster. Second time, shame on you.
Yep, absolutely. I'm blaming the roster every time now. 1-1 pitch. She tried to bunt at it, but did pull it back. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Kramer. Two-1 pitch to Kramer. High for ball number 3 as Kramer has her count in her favor at 3 balls and 1 strike. Amelia Spidell on deck. Riley Becker to follow. And then Olivia Spidell if they can get something going. Line down the first base line. That's going to be fair. And in to the corner, and that's going to get a run in as Kramer comes up, touches second, and heads on to third for
Here
an
she
RBI
comes.
triple, and she's coming home. And as she is going to get a home run out of that, an inside-the-park home run for Keegan Kramer as she rounds the bases and scores. Sibla from second, and Kramer comes all the way around and scores herself.
I tell you, unfortunately, right at the part of the field that we can't see yet, so not sure what happened there in the right field corner there.
I'm giving her a home run because I cannot see what happened, and you know what? That's just the luck of the non-being able to see. So Keegan Kramer gets a pinch hit, 2-run home run inside the park for Kramer, and that gives a 6-3 lead now for the Lady Tigers. And, of course, our Wayne Dorr instant replay today. Casey Claxon will show you that play in its entirety when he gets a chance, if he hasn't already. Okay, he did. He's thumbs up as Amelia Spidell checks in. And she hits one to center field, and it is caught by the center fielder for out number 2.
That was almost an exact same replay as our first inning there, opening play there. And, again, nice job of center field there. Delaney Peters squeezing that one.
I like to go back and see what happened on the Kramer inside the park home run, if it just got past the right fielder and got down in that corner and couldn't get it out quick enough. Kramer was speeding around the bases, though, as Riley Becker steps in and takes strike 1.
Yeah, I think she thought she was going to end up on second, and Coach Tom Spidell is frantically waving her for third and frantically threw her home, and again, in the park home run.
Inside corner for strike 2 to Riley Becker. The windmill. I don't know how third base coaches don't ever throw their arm out of socket. They're windmilling their arms around so much. Now the 0-2 pitch to Becker. Slaps at it. Run down first. Baker Fields fires on to first. Nice job by Macy Baker on to the first baseman Frudig for out number 3. But 2 big runs on a two-run inside the park home run by Keegan Kramer. And after 5.5, it's 6-3 Strasburg. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season. The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Bottom of the 6th inning, 6-3. Strasburg leads Conotton Valley. Going to have Lila Williams, Kate Liggett, and Jenica Frudig here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Your first 3 hitters for the Lady Rockets as Lila Williams fouls that one off down the first base line.
Tell you, the last game these two teams had came down to the last at-bats, and looks like we possibly going right down to the wire here again today.
Spidell now going to deliver. The 0-1 pitch swung on and popped up out to right field and caught by the right fielder, Rael Watkins. Is that Watkins out there? Yep, that is Watkins out there. So Keegan Kramer did her job, and she pinch hit 2-run inside the park home run, and now Watkins back out in right field with the play there to get Williams out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Good eyes there, Joe.
When you get into your 50s like you, do you start losing your vision very much?
I can see home plate like nobody's business. You get past first base out there, it gets a little fuzzy out there.
I just put some new contacts in today,
I
so I think they're helping a little bit.
They're
working a little bit. Now, I can see a little farther, but, like nearsighted, I'm great. But except when I'm trying to read something and my arms have to go out away from my face. So I'm starting to need readers. Swing and a miss there by Liggett for strike number 2. Yeah, I've gotten to the age where I need readers now. So anything up close is like, ooh, and I got to back my head off now. I used to be able to be like, my arms aren't long enough sometimes. Foul ball. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes as Liggett 0 for 2 on the day. She struck out looking both times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I think with all the foul balls we had, I think maybe a lot of scuffs on them, and I think we got one ball that I think both pitchers are liking right now.
Running out of softballs here, like Aaron mentioned, getting scuffed by the concrete behind us and off the light pole. And
I tell you what a beautiful complex they have here. The Rocket Center here, the basketball bowling alley.
The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. The 11th strikeout on the day for Amelia Spidell. And out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Strasburg leads 6-3 over Conotton Valley.
Yeah, we've done some shootouts or classics here last winter at Z Sports, and always appreciate the hospitality of the fine people here at Conotton Valley.
Absolutely. Swing and a miss by Jenica Frudig for strike number 1. Their athletic director, Eddie Marsh, does a great job out here getting media in and out and getting coverage for his Rockets, whether it be on the girls' side or boys' side. So Eddie Marsh does a great job out here for Conotton Valley as Frudig swings and misses. And now in a hole at no balls and 2 strikes.
Tell you, Amelia Spidell in that circle is not slowing down, is she?
She's not. She's actually, I think she's getting stronger as the game goes on.
Those last 2 pitches had some gas on it.
Now the 0-2 pitch swung on and popped up in the infield. Reifenschneider over, and it hits the roof on the first base dugout and goes out of play. Count remains now at no balls and 2 strikes. I'm going to have to grab his number chart one of these days and figure out what he's calling. That ball high for ball number 1. You hear Coach Spidell throws out a number combination, and I have no idea what it means. Obviously they do, but I think it's for the fielders and even Amelia. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3, and out number 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the 7th. Strasburg leads 6-3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Celebrating 20 years of excellence, Synergy Sign and Graphics proudly serves clients nationwide and beyond. For 2 decades, our passion for perfection has set us apart, earning us international acclaim. Join us in celebrating our legacy of innovation and artistry. Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge sign design and fabrication meets old-world craftsmanship.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Top of the 7th inning, Strasburg leads 6-3 over the Lady Rockets of Conotton Valley. Going to have 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the 7th. Olivia Spidell, Ella Gilkerson, and Miley Reifenschneider. As Spidell just flops her bat out there and says, I didn't want to swing at that, but I committed, so I had to.
I think that's what you call off-balanced.
Off-balance swing there, and she just leaned on her bat and looked over to the dugout and said, I'm not looking at my dad right now. Spidell scored a run here today. She is technically 0 for 1. She's hit by a pitch and walked as she takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Olivia Spidell, only a sophomore. Of course, the younger sister of Amelia Spidell. Now the 0-2 pitch. Change up again in the dirt for ball one. That time Spidell said, nope, you're not getting me that time.
Looks like Dad's quote-unquote luck worked that time.
Yeah, I could only imagine that look, what that means. I don't know if the dad's look is worse or the mom's look is worse. Outside for ball number 2. Probably in this point the dad's look would be worse just for the fact that he's your coach. So
I don't know. My mom gave me the side eye. There were some shivers that went down the old spine.
I get you. Break-even pitch. Outside for ball number 3. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes for Olivia Spidell. Tigers up 6-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Changeup out in front again is Spidell. She was able to bat that one to the fence and say, whew, live to play another day there as Macy Baker pulled the string on her again. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on and off the foot of Macy Baker into center field, and Spidell gets on first after a hard shot back up the box and into center field for a base hit. And Baker says, come check on me here. Just give me a second to recover after she took a grazing blow off the left leg, it looked like, as Coach Jeremy Bleininger out to talk to her.
Did she take that right off the foot?
Looks like it.
There is no padding on those shoes. They're softball players. They're tough.
Rub some turf on it. Can't say rub some dirt on it anymore. You rub some turf on it. As Ella Gilkerson steps in as a cold chill went down my spine there as I was getting ready to talk, and she fouls that one off into the third base coaching box, and Coach Spidell fields it and throws it back to Macy Baker.
Said it wasn't bad today, but by no mean really warm. That sun's going
not what
down.
It's going to be tomorrow.
It's not getting warmer.
In the change up in the dirt as Spidell heads on to second, and the ball goes into right field, and Spidell didn't catch it early enough, or she would have advanced to third, but she is staying put at second after the stolen base. It's going to be in the mid-70s tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah, going to be nice. And of course, we have no broadcast tomorrow, and it's going to be 75.
Yeah, we'll be in Tusky Valley's got their Thrill It Indoor Villa tomorrow, big track meet.
That ball popped up in the infield by Gilkerson, and it's going to drop in front of the second baseman, Spano, and Gilkerson reaches first.
Olivia Spidell having to stay on second, and they're unsure if that was going to be caught or not. And once that hit the turf, not able to advance to third, and with that nasty spin, no chance of getting anybody out.
So that's going to bring in Miley Reifenschneider. She had a RBI single, a walk, and a line out here today as both runners advance on the pass ball. Spidell up to third, and Gilkerson up to second. Reifenschneider has a 1-0 count on her. She's walked, RBI single, and lined out to the shortstop. Now the 1-0 pitch. Outside corner for strike one. (6-3), top of the 7th inning. Strasburg leads Conotton Valley. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit to second. Fielded by the second baseman on to first for out number 1 as Spidell scores from third and Gilkerson moves up to third. Now 7-3. Strasburg leads Conotton Valley.
That's one thing Strasburg does just a beautiful job of constantly just putting pressure on that defense, moving the runners.
So that's going to bring in Ada Richards, excuse me. Pitch from Baker in the dirt and low for ball number 2.
So that one was in the dirt, though?
Dirt, turf, I don't know. It looked like it kicked up some dirt. Maybe it was brown-colored turf. I don't know. After years of doing this and you switch from dirt to turf, it's a little tough. Nice little bunt there by Richards. Safety squeeze, and that's going to get a run in as Gilkerson scores from third base on the safety squeeze there by Richards to make it 8-3 now. Strasburg leads.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than that. Ada with a perfect bunt about 5 feet in front of home base. No chance of getting Ella Gilkerson there, and nice job extending the lead.
So 2 ground outs get you 2 runs here in the inning as Sibla steps in and takes ball 1. Sibla scored twice. She's 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and she has struck out on the day. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up and caught by Maddie Kelly at third base, and that's going to do it here for the top of the 7th inning, but 2 big runs for the Lady Tigers. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Strasburg leads 8-3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Conotton Valley High School as Strasburg leads 8-3 over the Lady Rockets. Joe Geckler, Aaron Stump, and, of course, the crew from Claxon Communications here bringing you all the action today. Big thanks to Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Wood Electric, Cush Financial Group, Wendy's, Buckeye Career Center, Wayne Door, and, of course, coming up after the final out here, our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show and our McInturf Realty Player of the Game will be announced. Going to have a tough one here today, Stumpy, to figure out who's going to be our player of the game. Spidell's done a great job in the circle after giving up the 3 runs early. She settled in. We'll see who gets it here at the end as the first pitch is over for strike 1 to Miley Gallagher.
Yeah, this has been a great game played by both teams, and you've had a lot of players on both teams, and that's what makes them strong, though. And they're going to be hard to deal with come playoff time.
In the dirt for ball number 1 again. The softball tournament draw is on Sunday. So we'll have all the brackets out for you over the weekend on Sunday afternoon. Check out our social media pages, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Fouled off down the line for strike number 2 to Gallagher. And if you haven't followed our social media accounts, make sure you do that. YouTube, of course, we're on there doing all of our live streams from football season to basketball season to spring sports, and, of course, all over Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram and Facebook.
Like I said, we're right back at it Saturday.
We are. It's going to be a fun one. Fouled off at the plate again. Me and you. Hopefully it's it's supposed to be a warmer day on Saturday again, the 70s again. But noon first pitch up at Tusky Valley. Going to be a fun one with the Lady Trojans and Lady Quakers. I did some figuring. One of the county leaders, believe it or not, in home runs in softball plays for Tusky Valley, and she's only a freshman. She's tied with Jenna Malk, and that's one Ellie Wallach leads. Her and Jenna Malk are tied with 5 home runs for the county lead right now, as I have it figured, as Miley Gallagher swings and misses for out number 1.
Man, the research you've been doing, Joe, this is all right, man.
You got to do something to
you
talk,
could be
right?
the Z historian here pretty soon.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Just outside for ball number 1 to Spano. A lot of useless knowledge up and floating around in my head there, Stumpy. The sun could come back out if it wants. Fouled off for no balls and 2 strikes now to Spano. Top of the order next with Macy Baker and Nielsen if they can get something going. Trailing 8-3 here in the top of the 7th inning, or bottom of the 7th inning, excuse me. Spidell with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. She's got Miley Gallagher to strike out. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 2 here in the. I guess they called a strike earlier. I guess it was a ball. I don't know.
I had the same thing.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had no balls and 2 strikes. Apparently, I was wrong. Apologies there, folks. And the 1-2 pitch. There it is, strike 3, swinging by Spano for out number 2. I was a strike ahead of myself, I guess.
I'm not sure you blessed Strasburg with that call or cursed Conotton Valley with that one.
The batter probably heard me and was like, what do you mean strike 3? I just have a ball on me. What are you talking about, dude? Come on, pay attention. 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th inning. 8-3, Strasburg leads Conotton Valley. Macy Baker fouls the first one off for strike 1. Baker's got a hole in her pants on her right leg from probably sliding one of the bases.
You know you're a real softball player when you got the hole there from sliding and diving in the dirt/turf.
Yeah, sliding on the turf. That's a turf rip, not a dirt. Now, when we grew up, it was rocks getting in our knees and on our legs and had big old strawberries.
You just wipe the dirt in it, let's go.
Yep.
Mama and Dad will put the back teen on it and hold on to your shorts and watch that sting.
Baker fouls one off. The count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th inning. Strasburg leads 8-3. Of course, coming up, our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show where we will announce our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game. Hopefully Casey has some spots to run so we can figure that out here on the fly. Strasburg dugout was asking, who's player of the game in their last time out? And I'm like, nope, we have no idea yet. The 1-2 pitch swung on again and fouled off by Baker. Oh, nice try there by Spidell to catch that one on the logo. Lays out there with 2 outs and almost comes up with it. What hustle there by the sophomore catcher to almost come up with out number 3 here of the 7th inning. What hustle and what effort there by Olivia Spidell.
Yeah, she could have come up with that one. We would have entered that one in the Sports Center top 10 right there.
Yes, we would have. That was a great hustle to get up out of the crouch and go after that ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Baker. Strike 3 called, and that's going to do it. The Strasburg Lady Tigers knock off the Conotton Valley Rockets for the 2nd time this year, this time 8-3 on the Lady Rockets home turf. And we are final here at Conotton Valley again. Strasburg 8, Conotton Valley 3. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Again, final score today, Strasburg 8, Conotton Valley 3. As Conotton Valley had 3 runs early to take the lead, and Strasburg comes storming back with 4 runs of their own, and then had a nice 2-run pinch hit inside the park home run by Keegan Kramer to make the score 6-3, and then 2 more runs in the top of the 7th inning to make the score 8-3. And we're in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Joe Geckler, Aaron Stump here with you today at Conotton Valley. Another great game between these two. 8 runs by Strasburg. They had the bats going late in the game. Early on, Macy Baker was doing some good things, and then Strasburg kind of locked in and did what they do.
Yeah, great game between 2 great teams. Again, we'll see them go pretty far here, if not all the way in our state playoffs again. 2 really good battle-tested teams. We saw Strasburg go down 3 runs. And we talked about, it's probably good that, that they're in that position. Let's see what they can do. And by the end of the game, they left no doubt they are totally capable of coming back from any deficit.
Absolutely. And, of course, we talked about our McInturf Realty player of the game in the break, and I'll give you the first vote. And who's your vote going for our player of the game?
I tell you, we did have a tough time with this. And
some great performances today, really.
Keegan Kramer, coming off the bench there in the 6th inning in the park home run, 2 RBIs. You had several players a couple players, a couple RBIs, but again, you got to give it to Amelia Spidell, and I think you got her stats, and just a great overall game.
Absolutely. Again, Amelia Spidell going to be our McInturf Realty player of the game. She had 15 strikeouts. She gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, of course, got the win in the circle today. She did some nice things at the plate as well, had 2 RBI single as well. Miley Reifenschneider had 2 RBIs on the day. Keegan Kramer had 2 RBIs on the day. Nice, well-rounded offensive output there for the Lady Tigers. Spidell, like I mentioned, got on base a couple of times, had a 2-run single and did it in the circle. Again, 15 Ks, only gave up the 3 runs and got the win for the Lady Tigers. So our McInturf Realty player of the game, Amelia Spidell, the senior pitcher for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, overall, again, great game, and really look forward to a strong ending for these 2 teams, and looking forward to a lot of fun tournament times just down the road.
Absolutely, and that's going to do it here from Conotton Valley High School. Again, our final score, Strasburg 8, Conotton Valley 3, as the Lady Tigers sweep the regular season series with Conotton Valley. These 2 teams will most likely meet up somewhere in the district tournament, I would imagine, here in a couple of weeks between the 2, and they have the last few years, so I would imagine that trend will stay.
That trend most likely will continue. So, again, want to thank everybody here at Conotton Valley. Beautiful facility, beautiful Rocket Center right next door, and appreciate everything they've done for us today as well.
Absolutely. And a big thanks to the Claxon Communications crew, the main man. We get the A team today. Get Casey Claxon, Logan McPeek, and Leo Kochera.
Yeah, on Saturday.
And you're with me Saturday too? Kochera, Leo Kochera here with us. Again, Casey Claxon coming out, spending time with us, and we'll see him on Saturday as well. My man, great job. Great doing the game with you. And I'll see you Saturday morning.
See you Saturday. Here we go.
Yep, absolutely. Again, final score, Strasburg 8, Conotton Valley 3. For everybody, for Claxon Communications and everybody here at Conotton Valley, this is Joe Geckler saying so long, everybody.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.